Well, hello friends, welcome back, and welcome if you are new here. I've been doing this series for the last couple months called Decorating Dupes. And I love to show little details and little DIYs that can elevate your space and save you a lot of money in the process as well. Number one is Bullion. Do you know what Bullion is? I'm not talking about chicken broth, and I'm not talking about bars of gold. I'm talking about trim. Okay, this is also tassels or fringe, but the French call it bullion. And you will notice this in really high-end traditional design schemes. There's couches, you'll see it on armchairs, and it's something that you can add to your furniture. You don't want to cover up beautiful legs of furniture, and you don't want to add it to something that you don't have the space to add it to. But if you're looking for a quick way to just elevate a space or add more interest, Bullion is a really good option. And if you've ever upholstered anything, all you have to do for trim is you just add hot glue and you can add your trim on. It's really that simple. Now, another place that I see Bullion used is on tablecloths, specifically round tablecloths. So here's an example of one that I pulled off of Etsy, $700 for this tablecloth that has Bullion trim along the bottom. Even if you just add a white or a cream trim, I think that can elevate a piece. Obviously, you can have a lot of fun with more detailed Bullion trim or colored trim. There's different lengths. This one that I have for today's project is 6 inches, gives you an idea, but I mean, I've seen it up to 12 inches, and I'm using the color Champagne. We're actually going to use this to lengthen some drapes. I made these drapes a few years ago. They are pinch pleat drapes. I'll try to find you that tutorial in case you want to make some yourself. But they have since been moved from my living room into my kitchen. And I want the curtains hung at a certain height, but they are a little bit short. You can see here, they kind of have the high waters look going on. Not what I love. And so I tried to actually find more fabric to add a little ruffle or something along the bottom. You could do a ruffle, but honestly, if you love traditional design, you love French design, the kind of no-brainer thing you can do is add Bullion. So you can find it on Etsy. I found this on a website that I'm really excited to share with you. It's called tassels-fringes.com. Not very memorable, but I'll link it for you. And they had a lot of wholesale and discounted fringes because you could spend a lot on just your Bullion. I got all of this for about $30, which is a raging good deal off that website. And I could hot glue this onto the bottom of my drapes, but I'm just thinking if I ever have to wash them, I don't really want to damage the drapes in that way. So I'm gonna stitch it on with my sewing machine. love a good DIY and saving money on home decor. And I firmly believe that anyone can have a beautiful home on even a really small budget. And one of the essentials to being successful with any income that you do get in is to have a good budgeting system. And that's why I'm excited to be working with Rocket Money for this week's video. Besides, keeping track of your categories, Rocket Money has this savings feature where you tell it your goals. Like, we're getting ready for my daughter's wedding here in September. And so we need this amount of money by this amount of time, and it coaches you and encourages you and helps you meet that goal. And you can see the bar rising towards the savings goal you have. Okay, but my all-time favorite feature with Rocket Money is what they call the subscription management feature. And it keeps a list of everything that you're subscribed to. And then you can see quickly the ones that you have forgotten about. And then you can cancel them, a lot of them in the app. We found $80 worth of subscriptions last month. So Rocket Money is such an easy way to keep track of your categories when you're out and about. It's always free to download, but you want to use my link because that will not only get you the free download, it'll get you a free premium trial, and that has a lot more features. So that brings us to our second. We're gonna make a seashell encrusted box. There's different names for these. There's seashell trinket boxes, there's seashell encrusted boxes. People use them for jewelry boxes, but my very favorite is the Sailor's Valentine. I found this one at an antique store and I just fell in love with it because it looks like someone created a rosette with seashells. I keep my Post-it notes in it, but you can keep your jewelry in it or something else. So in the 1800s, sailors would be out to sea and they would collect these tiny little shells to cover usually an octagon shaped box. Here's an example of one that's going for $1,000. And they were called the Valentine because they would bring these beautiful boxes home and they would give them to their wives or their family members. And it was just a beautiful treasured gift. So let's call ours the Sailor's Valentine. I'm guessing you might have a collection of seashells. A lot of us do. You also can use a cording. I have some leftover macrame cording that you can use to just kind of define the lines around the shape of the box and fill in spaces if you don't have seashells for it. Now, as far as boxes, you probably have some on hand already. This is one I thrifted. Probably there were cigars in it at one point or something. I think I paid $1 for this. Or you could just go to Michael's or the Dollar Tree. I found these tiny little ones at the Dollar Tree. Actually, if I didn't have to make too many of these would be so dreamy to actually give away for a Valentine's Day gift, these little ones. So I started with one focal point shell on the lid, then went ahead and did a decorative piece around the edge. I'm just kind of giving you a process if this is a little overwhelming for you. And it was really fun to go through my little shell collection and divide them by color and different type of shells. I even found some little baby starfish. Okay, and then one more thing. I have decided as I'm working here that I'm gonna make a second box, and it's gonna go in one of my seasonal decor boxes. We only offer these in my behind the scenes group now. We have different challenges each month with getting grades on our interior design tests that we do, and with the decluttering challenges that we have, and so you get to win a home decor box in my behind the scenes group. If you aren't already in that group, I'm going to give you the link in the description below to get signed up because we'll be opening again in the fall.